Hello. What's up? YouTube be damned, Justin said, mere minutes before we started. So, like, we tried... Look, here's the thing. Nobody knows how this internet thing works.
No.
There's no reason to try to figure it out.
It's all put together by a series of people who can Google well at this point.
Our society is built on a house of cards. There's no sense of trying to explain it. Nobody understands that the universe is one giant joke. Other than Chane, the edgelord. So I'm playing Chane tonight. I'm breaking kayfabe hate of Runeblade to play Chane on stream. I took my own stab at Chane. I looked at some Runeblade cards and I've felt like none of these other idiots. They're idiots. They chose to play Runeblade in the first place.
All these idiots that won big tournaments.
Yeah, they don't know how to play this game. I know how to play this game. I've been playing it for 3 months. I could be in charge of this game. So yeah, I'm gonna give Chane a go around tonight. It's possible my numbers are all messed up, but Viserai is banned in Blitz now. So we've got Chane and Briar. That's your options for Runeblades.
Yeah, great. So, get them out here as quick as possible. I will start with Reinhardt since I'm going to lose with Reinhardt. Might as well get this over with. Might as well get this rolling over with.
Art Boy, Colot, Fudginator. What's up, guys? How you doing tonight?
I guess I need an arcane barrier on something.
Or you just kill me.
I guess. Did we decide claws? Did we try claws yet?
There's an argument for either claws or the axe. Claws are better with blood rush pillows.
Let's try claws. Happy Star Wars Day. I guess we should have played some Star Wars today, but alas. Do you have some robes over there? What should I replace even? Or should I actually just not care?
Probably the Skull Crushers. If you're going to replace something,
because they're going to blow up anyway when I roll one. So okay, give me some Northern Gauntlets. Excellent. And yeah, we'll try the claws.
I actually renounced my Star Wars faith today. On May 4th. It only felt appropriate.
I mean,
new Star Trek, is that Brave, or was it Brave New World?
So I heard really good things about that.
Yeah, I've heard some insane things.
I watched the start of the Discovery season with Captain Pike, and it was awesome. Like, he's a really good actor. He plays the role really well, and it's exciting to get back. And I'm hoping that's what the series is doing, is getting back to like the roots of kind of an episodic Star Trek series that tackles like social issues and stuff.
I've heard this season of Picard's like supposed to be pretty good too.
Yeah.
Strange New Worlds, not Brave New World. Brave New World is novel by Aldous Huxley, but Strange New Worlds,
So it makes me want to catch up on Discovery and then watch it once it's out. Very good actor. Yeah, he was great. Really good.
Hell on wheels.
Picard is crap. I've heard bad things about Picard season 1, but our friends that are watching 2 are enjoying it.
Yeah, so here's the thing about Star Trek. It exists in a quantum state of both the best science fiction property and simultaneously the worst science fiction property at the same time.
Lower Decks is really good.
It is the duality of science fiction in one place.
There's always the rule of even odds on the movies, right? Like that's existed. That's been a nerd trope for 20 years at least.
Yeah, it has been. At least.
I've seen the Red Letter Media reviews. Don't worry.
Or the Red Letter Media reviews of Picard.
I was thinking of like all the Star Trek movies because I've seen all the ones for their Star Trek movies.
Yeah,
and those are good. I love some Red Letter Media. I don't necessarily always agree with them, but they're very entertaining. They can be a bit hypercritical about stuff, I think.
7.
Was Prodigy good? I do want to watch Prodigy.
I rolled a 9.
Okay.
Prodigy, is that the where they're out in the Delta Quadrant and they have to rely on the Janeway hologram?
Yeah.
That's like a killer concept for a series anyway.
It is, but it's kid focused, which is why I wasn't excited about it, right?
So I'm going first?
Yeah.
Alright, well, get ready to get Runebladed. I'm going to play Sting of Sorcery. So attack action cards I control gain. When I attack with this card, deal 1 damage to a hero. I am going to Shadow of Urser. I'm gonna banish Unhallowed Rites, and so this costs 2. As an additional cost, I may banish a card with Blood Debt. This does have Blood Debt. If you do, this gains Go again. So this is coming at you for 2, and Sting of Sorcery is going to do 1 damage to it.
So Arcane Barrier, the 1 that makes me want to watch it. I'll probably get it and check it out. I need to finish Lower Decks as well. So the new series does have me hyped to watch some more Star Trek. Obviously, I love Star Trek, and I really want to. I never have watched the original series. That's still on my binge list as well.
Yeah, I've never watched all of the original series, but about 1 in 3 episodes is actually worth watching, right?
I will find entertainment in every episode.
That's
right?
fair. That's fair.
I mean,
yeah. That's fair.
It's like it could be so bad it's good at that point. It's like it's 60s sci-fi, right? It's not all going to be great. It's not all going to be relevant, but it's all going to be enjoyable. We watched plenty of Mystery Science Theater 3000 movies that I would have enjoyed watching without the Mystery Science Theater 3000 commentary. Yeah. Now there were some horrendously boring ones that we watched that were like comically boring, but I could have been entertained by almost all those movies.
Okay, and then I am going to play Unhallowed Rites. I don't have a way to give this. Oh, I can chain. So I'll chain. So that's gone, and then I'll Unhallowed Rites. So I've got Go again. I have 2 resources remaining. This is coming at you. The Sting of Sorcery is going to do 1 to you, and this is coming at you for 4. And I can only, if I've played a non-attack action, which the Sting of Sorcery was, then I can play that card from the banish.
This is only action cards? An attack card, okay.
Yeah. So not the Rosetta Thorn.
Right. Alright, I'm gonna Arcane Barrier 1, the 1 damage, and then I'll block for 3.
So take 1.
Take 1.
Non-attack action card, Blood Debt. Okay, so I don't have that. Alright, I'm gonna Rosetta Thorn you for 4.
Okay, I still had 1 floating, so I'll prevent 1 arcane damage.
Sure.
And take 3.
Yep.
TOS was hits for the most part. I think that they had to have 30 episodes a season, 30 different stories to tell, so it does fall back. Yeah, and it was aired in a weird order, right? Like the first episode chronologically is not the first episode of season 1. It's like not season 1, episode 1. There's like an episode 0 that didn't air till like way later.
For the original series?
Yeah. But apparently season 1, episode 1 is a banger.
Yeah, well, is that Pike? Is Pike in the chair?
That's
or whatever?
season 0, I think.
Oh,
that's episode 0, I think.
Okay.
Like I said, I haven't seen the series, so I'm probably just I might just be saying words that
it wasn't in production
aren't actually relevant. Yeah, it wasn't in production order. So like the episode 1 wasn't created before episode 25, and that's necessarily right. He has 2 pilots. The first one had Pike. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I knew about the Pike in the chair where he can't. He's like talk because Futurama made fun of that.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. It's time. We'll start with Sand Sketch Plan.
No, no.
I think we get Massacre. Or Beast Within.
Okay.
Reuse the first pilot to offset production costs. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then I discard a random card. It's got 6 or more attack into action points. It does.
Command and Conquer.
This is the best card in this deck.
Traditionally,
at just being stats.
Yeah, at just being discarded.
It's just stats, man. And then I'll play this Wild Ride. Or do I Barkbone here? I think it's time. I think we Barkbone.
Okay.
I do Intimidate, right? Yeah, from the Conquer.
His says
when you discard a card with 6 or more attack during your action phase, Intimidate.
Okay. It's Massacre is the
one that
has to
work?
be half from an attack.
Yeah. So we're gonna Barkbone. I'm gonna roll a die. That's 1 resource?
Yes.
Okay, that doesn't help me. Okay, it kind of does. It kind of does. All right, so I'll Wild Ride.
Okay.
So I draw a card, then discard a random card. And if it's a card with 6 or more, it gains Go again. Okay. I drew the sand sketch plan. Sucks.
Justin, I don't know.
Which sucks.
But
I had an extra action point,
You've watched me play.
I'm just not that
Brute
good
on stream. I think I've given a pretty clear tutorial on how to be good with Brute at this point.
I'm gonna change to the Meat Axe because I'm not playing the Crushers.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. All right,
Attacking
so
for 6.
Attacking for 6, go again.
No Go again, but I did have extra action point.
Okay. Sure, I'll take 6.
Okay.
Actually, I wonder if I'm... Yeah, I'll take 6. I'll take 6.
And then, we'll Meat Axe.
Okay.
So draw and discard. It's a Smash Instinct, so I Intimidate 1. Nope, sorry.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
And
sir?
coming at you for 5.
Okay, I'll throw the Carrion Husk in front of this.
Okay.
Because if I take it...
That makes sense.
So...
Okay, I'm done.
Alright, these come back to my hand. Alright, start of my turn. Soul Shackle.
Getting the Sand Sketch plan extra sucks there, because it's the second Sand Sketch plan, and I had to pitch the card to pay for the Meat Axe.
Yeah.
So, like, I can't search it up now. Super terrible. I'm just really bad at brutes.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man. Okay, I am going to play Minnowism. So the next attack card that I play with 3 or less attack gets +3.
Okay.
I'm going to play Moravian Skies, and the next Ring Blade attack action card I play gains Go again, and if it hits, create 3 action tokens, or 3 Ring Blade tokens, sorry. And then I am going to play Shadow of Urser. So this is coming in for 5. And if it hits, I create 3 Ring Blade tokens.
Alright, I'll defend for 5.
Then I will Rosetta Thorn
For 2 and 2?
for 2 and 2.
I will eat that.
Okay. That'll go under. I take 1 from my Carrion Husk, and it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to Bare Fangs, pitching riled up. I draw and then discard a random card. I Intimidate. And I attack for 8.
Can I look at that? I think I can look at that, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'll defend 4.
Okay. Take 4.
Yep.
I am done. I guess I'll Arsenal this.
Okay, so that's got a token on it. This comes back to my hands. Start of the action phase, I banish the top card. Is Riftbind. Okay, I am gonna play Moravian Skies. So next Ring Blade attack action card gets go again. If it hits, create 2 Rune Chant tokens. I am going to attack with Rune Bind. And I can play it from my banish zone. If I do, it gets plus X, where X is the number of non-attack actions. So it gets +1 for the Moravian Skies, coming in for 4.
Okay. No defenses. Do you have any attack reactions?
No attack reactions.
Okay, I'll play a defense reaction, the Reckless Swing.
Okay, I will take 2. I will take 2.
Okay.
Okay. I will attack with Rosetta Thorn for 2 and 2.
I'll defend. Oh, I'm at 12 here, 7. Okay. Yeah, I'll defend for that.
Okay.
And take the 2 Arcane.
Okay. I'm going to Arsenal, and I am done.
I too am done.
Take 1 from Carrions. Not even enough to meet Axe.
No, I guess I could have meat axed. It's probably worth meat axing. Or is it? Or is it? Yeah, it's probably worth. You're at 6. It's worth meat axing. I'll meat axe. I kind of wanted to save the blood.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
You know?
I got you. You got another one to get, right?
Yeah. So 5.
All right.
And Intimidate. Meat X is pretty good. I can see where the claws would be better in certain situations, but I do like the meat axe for like value.
Are my spellbound creepers garbage?
Are they even playable?
I'll defend for 3, 4.
Okay, take a 1.
Yeah.
All right. Your turn.
All right, that goes over there. That's back. Yeah, so start of the phase.
This card is not supposed to be in this deck. This is a hit and run.
What? Excuse me, sir?
It was probably just next to the Kasai deck.
You're probably right.
Which means I put this in the Kasai deck. What means?
Better make
Just gonna count the cards in this deck.
John Druitt, how's it going? Are you a fan of Rock Band? Skateboarding,
That's
wearing your
funny.
hat backwards.
I do like Rock Band 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Beatles, and
then Beatles edition. Yeah.
All right, start of the combat phase. All right, Vexing Malice is gone forever.
Look, this is not the most illegal Reinhardt deck we've played with on stream.
That's true. Yeah,
So.
Justin set me up for the fall for that one. I'm gonna chain to Soul Shackle. The next card gets go again. I am going to Soul Reaping, so I can banish 1 or more card rather than pay its cost. So I am gonna banish. I gain 1 for each card with Blood Debt banished this way. Okay, so I'm gonna banish Bounding Demagon. So I'll actually gain a resource by playing that. Yeah, so this will come in for 6. How goes the chain? It's not that bad. Not bad. Not bad. It's going all right.
It go.
I'm down in life total right now, but it's against Brute. You never know.
For 6.
Yeah. I kind of have to put on the pressure in this situation because I am.
It does have go again?
Yes, go again because of Chane.
Okay. Is this the time for me to take much damage? But the problem is Rosetta Thorn. Did you play a non-attack action card yet? Or did you play a non-attack action card?
I have not played a non-attack action card yet.
So can you even Rosetta Thorn? Is the question. You have 2 cards left in hand too, and you have go again. I think I'm gonna defend this for 6.
Defending for 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rhinar fatigue strategies for CC against Chane that just work. Interesting. Very interesting.
You just let him wear himself out.
That makes sense, yeah.
Actually, this was a minor play mistake here. I'm going to pretend like I put this ghostly visit over there instead of the bounding demagon. Okay. I am going to belittle so that I can show you the bounding demagon, because it's got 3 attack on it, to go through my deck for a Minnowism. I want the red Minnowism or the blue Minnowism.
Fishing Arcane as much as you can, just only take damage when you get big blood or spell. That makes sense, yeah. That makes sense.
I think I want the red. I wonder if blue was correct.
I don't know. You're the Chane player here.
I think blue may have actually been correct. Okay.
Oh,
yeah. Sorry.
So, 3 damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to defend with these. And then take one. Yep. Okay.
Okay. I am going to Minnowism, so the next attack action card with 3 or less gets +3. I'll Bounding Demagon for 6.
And you don't have any more resources.
That's correct.
We'll take 6.
Alright, I take 2 blood debt.
We don't play for fatigue around these parts. Not this Rhinar. Hashtag not my Rhinar. I'm gonna swing big for 8.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay, I guess I gotta throw 8 in front of this.
Okay.
And I get a Quicken token?
Yeah.
This will be my Quicken token.
Done.
Alright, start max phase. Alright, so I'm gonna Ghostly Visit and a Rift Bind over there. The Quicken token actually helps me out here. I am going to play the Ghostly Visit, and the Quicken token will give it a go again. I've got 1 resource remaining. Roll some dice. I think has anybody in here ever played UFS? UFS has got an interesting fatigue mechanic. So when you run out of cards in your deck, you reshuffle, you purge 10 of them, and then you keep going, right? So if the game goes on really long, eventually somebody will just have no cards. But kind of wish that was the case in this, but at the same time, Justin and I both play to like kill each other. So
Yeah. Block for 3.
take 1.
Take 1. I'm at 2.
I guess I'll attack you with the Riftbind. It's coming in for 1. I wonder if it's
Why not Thorn there?
because I die. Well, I don't die, but I would take 2.
Oh, because that was in your. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I would take 2 down to 1. So
I will block with the Skullcap then.
Keyforge Adaptive. Good luck with that.
Sweet.
Meta shakeup testing. Yeah, who knows? I don't. Justin and I have played a lot of this game, but I would hardly say that we're tuned into the meta,
No.
or that we even know enough about the game to affect the meta.
Block for 1.
You did it.
And take 1 from your debt.
Yes, I take 1 from my debt, so I died of the stupid defensive action.
Yeah. Okay. We're gonna Blood Rush Bellows.
Oh, I think I'm probably dead this turn.
So draw. I just discard.
Your only source of meta news.
That's funny. Draw 2 cards and go again.
Now you understand how the Q conspiracy works. You're my only source for trusted news. Facebook feed. Facebook memes made exclusively by people over the age of 60.
Oh, I Intimidate as well.
Oh no.
Because of the discard to the Bear Fangs. Okay.
Well, discard to the Blood Rush Bellow.
Right. And then I'm going to
Oh.
play this Massacre. I have discarded a card with 6 or more, so it gets +2 and Intimidate. And it's +2 for the Blood Rush Bellow, so it's a 10.
All right, I am dead because you get a card with Intimidate, and I don't have enough defense left to survive.
Bang.
I played a Rune Blade, and I died like I should have.
Yep.
A coward.
Massacre.
Crushed to death.
Okay. My first ever win with Brute. Feels good, man.
Ripped apart. Yeah, I got smashed in half.
That was so much more fun than Commoner.
You think that was more fun than Commoner? Yeah.
I was pretty.
Yeah. Majestics. So the problem. So the thing is,
The Majestics
gear,
do cool
so
stuff.
the gear in the game is like legendary, and like something like Skullcap isn't actually interesting, right? Now, Grasp of the Arcanite is an interesting card. Carrion Husk, that's interesting. Spellbound Creepers, that's pretty interesting. All of these cards, they're pretty interesting. They have like text on them, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, cards like Blood Rush Bellows, Moravian Skies, like all these cards that are kind of like the glue that put together these classes. They're all gated behind the higher rarities, right?
Even just like rare. So you don't really have anything that interesting for the most part.
Rares in this game are like 25
I agree.
cents.
The good and interesting equivalent at Majestic, because like Legendary is just like it costs $150 to get this thing.
Yeah, the Chane deck, that the pile I've got put together, probably $10.
Yeah.
Carrion Husk, Grasp of the Arcanite, Spellbound Creepers. That's what, pushing 600.
Yeah, and then throwing it.
It's like 500. 500. I could be playing a Skullcap instead. So, like,
I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah. I just think gear
should not be gated behind it, because it's like so important to the class.
Yeah. Like the illusionist feat. Like,
how are you supposed to play the class?
How are you supposed to win a brute matchup without those feet?
Or just like the Lexi hat. She's just not good unless you have the hat.
Yeah.
Honestly, Azalea is completely unplayable if you don't have the Skullbone.
Yeah, well, that's only Majestic, right?
No,
it's legend.
Yeah, it's legendary. Yeah, the footsteps. Yeah, it's a legendary. New Horizons. Yeah, exactly. Like,
New Horizons.
That's the thing when you tell a new person trying to get into Flesh and Blood that there's like, yeah, but I want to build this deck though. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
you can build it and you can have fun with this deck. And then you're like, but
I was teaching a guy this weekend, and I was like, hey, I'm going to tell you something really cool about how Rangers work. It's really neat. It's interesting. It's like a cool concept, but I'm also going to do you the favor of saying the Rangers are not particularly great in this game. So I don't want to curse you. Because I think that's the thing is like when you start this game and you look at the Ranger and you're like, that's neat. I want to shoot arrows at people. And then you play the game and you're like, why am I wasting my time? 86. I can beat that. 5.
you didn't beat it.
I did not. Here's the thing about Rune Blades that drives me crazy. Like, all your good cards are defense 2 and not defense 3.
Yeah. All right.
Drives me absolutely bananas.
Here's what we're going to do.
P-Rod, what's up?
Here's what we're going to do. Let's see. So if I do this and swing the sword and I play this card for 1, that's 2 mana. Okay, so I can only... I'm just going to play this Nourishing Emptiness. 6 attack, Dominate. If it hits, your hero gets +1 Intellect, still on turn.
I am going to defend for 6.
Okay, it's Dominate.
Dominate!
It's Dominate. So you may use some equipment if you want.
Dominate! And if it hits, you get +1 hand size?
Yeah.
Sounds terrible. But I need to get cards out of my hand. Take the 4.
Whoa,
Okay,
alright, I'm gonna reset the HPs. Take 4. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna arsenal a card and draw.
I'll draw. I did it. I did it. Alright, I am going to play Minnowism.
I think Silver Palms will be good in multiplayer, right? In the co-op.
I'm going to play Minnowism, and then Vexing Malice. I got 2 resources remaining, so this is coming at you for 4, and it does 2 arcane damage.
Okay. I'll take the 2 arcane.
Yeah, well, I think the merchants will matter more in the PvE mode, right?
Yeah, that's what I think.
So that's the thing about a lot of the Everfest cards. You read these Everfest cards, and you're like, this is a really niche card that I have never seen the situation where this card matters comes up, right? And there's like a whole bunch of items. So I could see there being, because the way they've pitched, at least initially, the PvE mode is it feels like it's going to be like a campaign-esque, like it may be closer to like Slay the Spire than it is like WoW raid decks where you might do a couple of encounters, right? You may have to fight monsters with like just a couple of hands and then move on. Some I don't.
There's a lot of potential. Right?
Yeah, and you can tell that the game is at least somewhat forward thinking based off of like decisions that were made and cards that like come to the forefront from older sets. So all right, so you blocked with all that?
Yeah. For 4.
Okay, but you took the 2 arcane?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I am going to Rosetta Thorn.
For the full effect?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to Chane.
Okay.
Minnowism, Chane, Vexing Malice. Now I can Rosetta Thorn.
Okay, I'll take the 4.
Okay, and I'm going to slap something down on the old arsenal. I'll go over there. One of these will go under, and I'll draw 4.
All right, I'm gonna slice and dice yellow. So first gets +1, second gets +2.
Okay.
I'm going to sharpen steel. So next gets +3, and then I'm going to swing my sword. For 6.
And
oh, I'm sorry. I have Minerva in the arsenal, so she's up.
So that's 7.
She's 7. Yeah. What's up, Ultra Gecko?
Hello.
So whenever a weapon you control hits, put a lesson counter on her, and then if there are 3 more lesson counters, banish her, search your deck for a special and put it face up in your arsenal. And shuffle.
I will block with Carrion Husk.
So taking 1?
Take 1.
Okay. I guess attack reaction I have to give it go again.
Okay.
The Quicksilver.
The Quicksilver.
Quicksilver. Clicking it. But you didn't play a card from your hand, so I don't draw a card. I will attack with the other saber. This one's at 4. Or 5. Because the slice and dice and Minerva.
Block 2. Go 12. Do I need the resource from this card?
Flesh and blood action.
Action. I think I take the damage.
Taking the 3.
Take 3.
Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, you'll get 2 copper. You hit twice, right?
Yeah. And I get to remove that.
Does she get a second token?
Yes.
Yeah.
For the second hit. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so start of the action phase, Soul Shackle. Got a Blood Debt card. I will Soul Shackle with Chane. I will Soul Reaping. And I am going to purge this Howl from Beyond, so I gain a resource from that.
Okay.
So this is coming at you for 6. This has go again because of Chane.
We'll defend 6.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna play the Howl from Beyond to give my next attack action card +3. And then I will play Unhallowed Rites. And this allows me, when I attack with Hallowed Rites, I'm going to put a non-attack action card with Blood Debt. So I'll choose the Howl from Beyond to put on the bottom of my deck.
Okay.
So this is +3, so it's coming at you for 7.
Defend. So 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay. All right. So is this where I get sneaky? I could spellbound creepers here to get go again. But I don't think I have enough resources to do that. I think I'm like one short. I need one more resource. Okay, that's fine. Take the one.
Okay, I did.
That'll go under. I'll draw 3. I take 1 from Blood Debt, from the Carrion Husk. What all defended over there? The courage, right?
Yeah. I'm done.
What's he thinking?
Your turn.
Okay, so start the action phase. I'll mill 2. So 1 is Unhallowed Rites. I am going to play Gorganian Tome to draw 1. Alright, I am gonna play Sting of Sorcery.
Stang.
I am gonna play Shadow Puppetry. So the next attack action card this turn gets +1, go again. And if it hits, I can look at the top card of my deck and I may banish it. I'll attack with Unhallowed Rites. So 1 arcane damage is coming in. And then whenever I attack with it, I may put a non-attack action card with Blood Debt. Sure, I'll get some other help from beyond.
I'll prevent the 1 arcane. And no. We'll block with the courage blade.
Okay. So you take 3.
Take 3. Oh, that is temporary, so it explodes. I don't want to block with that. I'll just take 4.
Okay.
Because I need that card.
Desperately.
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to play Moravian Skies, which is gonna cleanse the thing. And if the next Rune Blade card gets go again, if it hits, create 3 Rune Chant tokens. I will Consuming Volition. So 1 arcane damage from Sting of Sorcery.
Prevent that.
Have you prevented all arcane damage that I've done this turn?
I have.
Okay, so this does not have discard a card. So
Wonderful.
This is coming at you for 4, and if it hits,
make 3 Rune Chants.
Get 3 Rune Chants.
Great.
Okay,
We'll do that.
okay. Take nothing, and then I'll Rosetta Thorn you for 2 and 2.
Okay, I'll take that.
All right, that's that. Sting of Sorcery explodes. This goes under. I take 1 from my Blood Debt, and then I draw 4.
Okay, going to Warrior's Valor. The next attack gets +3, and if this hits, the attack gains go again.
Okay.
Weapon attack, that is. And I'll swing the saber for 6 because of Minerva.
And if it hits, get go again. You have no cards in hand?
Correct.
Minerva explodes when she has the counters on her.
Yeah, when if there are 3 or more lesson counters on her, banish and search for specialization.
Because it's right at the time that happens. If I defend with stuff, it gets even worse for me. I think I just take the 6.
Okay. Minerva. Gonna get this blood in her hands. That was my problem 2 turns ago.
It was the blood was in your hands.
It was in my hands.
Blood in your hands, in your hands.
Yeah. The question is, do I pop this now? I could courage and do a 2 power blood in her hands. What is that gonna be? Attack twice and go again. Next weapon attack. You're at 4.
Mm-hmm.
It does force you to block a bit. Just a little bit. I am at 5, which is not ideal. Or I could save for next turn and try to live. But I don't have a lot of health to play with. I'm at least attacking one more time. Anyways. I could do go again. And attack twice. That's basically my options. But I would also have to pop the courage. Which is fine. But I'm just attacking for 2 twice. Instead of attacking for 2 once. Like, that's all I get out of it. I'm not gonna do it. Attacking for 2.
Okay. I'll defend. It is an attack action, so you get a +1, but...
Okay. Alright. I do get 1 copper and this Valiant Dynamo. Your turn.
Alright, gonna mill my 2 to Chane. Ghostly Visit. And a Moravian Skies. That one is blank. Alright. Got to get cards out of your hand. I am going to one, 2, 3. No, that doesn't do it. I keep trying to find opportunities to use these spellbound creepers, but I'm always like a mana short.
Oh yeah.
Always short. All right, I am going to use Chane's ability, Soul Shackle, and then play Ghostly Visit. So this is coming at you for 4. It does have go again because of Chane's ability.
Block 4.
Okay. I am going to play Captain's Call, which will collapse the combat stack. And I am going to say the next attack action card that I play with cost 1 or less gets go again. I will play Rift Bind, so this is coming at you for 3. Okay. And then I will Rosetta Thorn.
2 and 2?
2 and 2.
I'll take it.
Go to 1.
I'm at 1.
And it is your turn. I'll take 1 from the carrion husk.
Okay. I'ma use this Courage Blade Hold.
Okay.
I'ma use those blood in her hands. Spending 3 copper. To say go again, attack twice. So this saber can attack 2 times. So I'm only getting 3 total saber attacks.
Okay.
Which is notable. I will play Slice and Dice. So if it's first weapon attack, it's +1. If it's your second weapon attack, the turn gains +3.
Okay.
And I will attack with the saber. That's going to be for 3. Go again.
Do I have a way to survive this turn? I can defend for 4.
An attack action card, you say?
Yes.
Still in a turn, so.
Oh, that stacks?
Stacks. Till end of turn. Think real hard about this one.
Which thing is attacking multiple times?
This one.
That one can attack multiple times. Till end of turn? My god. I mean, I have to block. I think I'm dead here. I don't. You're attacking how many more times?
2 more times.
Is there a way for me to hit something good off Chane? If I like throw it, I'd still have to keep like 1 card. So this isn't there yet, right? Still coming at me for 3, so that's 2.
Yes, this is 2 right now. No, I'm sorry, it's 3 because it's Slice and Dice.
Yeah, this is a.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got you.
I don't foresee me living through this turn. I guess I'll block with Grasp of the Arcanite and Spellbound Creepers.
2?
Yeah.
Taking 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Gonna saber. This is a slice and diced up. So it is 5? Yeah, 5.
Okay.
And go again. Sliced and diced.
Okay. I'll defend for 6. It is an attack action card. Does it get +1 for each?
No, it's just when it is.
When it is defended.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna give it +3 attack.
I die.
Okay. In the swing.
Chane sucks.
Chane's terrible.
Chane's awful. Maybe I should have just thrown the husk at the thing in the
The
first
nourishing
turn.
emptiness?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think it was maybe correct to just throw the husk at it. I didn't want to throw it away that early, but I think it was possibly correct. Yeah, I think it might have been correct.
Icelander. Let's do. Okay, Refraction Bracer shouldn't be in there. Let's do Storm Striders, Spring Tunic. I have 2 Arcanite Skullcaps in this pile. Just flex them.
Our Arcanite Skullcap in each slot, in each defense slot. would there be people who would play that if you could, in theory, if you could have an Arcanite skull cap in every slot, would you play that?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. We got plenty of Arcane Barrier out here. We're gonna run the Kraken's Aether Vein. We're gonna try it out.
All right. Well, the Husk is out of here, in with Null Ring Robe. Since I'm against a wizard there.
We're wizarding. I am at 18 HP.
$20-something.
23. 34. Okay. Yeah, that the Kasai turn where I wasn't sure if I was supposed to be doing that, where because it would have been awful if I hit with a weapon and Minerva just got nothing, right? Because I had Blood in her hands in my hand. I had already defended with the second Blood in her hands, so she would have gotten nothing. And I think I need the big Blood in her hands turn, so I don't feel like I could have just saved it there. I don't know.
Yeah. It felt like it was a win for me. Like, yeah. I was like, this.
It was really awkward
really good
to get to the, because I was hoping the turn before that I was hoping you would do arcane damage to me so I could pitch it to the arcane barrier, but you didn't do any arcane damage that turn. So that really threw me off.
If I go back and revise this deck, I think I would try to find some other sources of arcane damage. I do think Sonata being out of the format is big, right?
Yeah.
Because that card is insane. That card's just insane. It's just insane.
To be honest.
So it's at least broken in this format, by a wide margin.
It does so much percentages of your HP, right?
Yeah. So now whenever I played like other people's Chane lists, I was never hitting blood debt stuff. I was trying to increase the percentage of blood debt stuff in here so that I would get the extra cards in hand. So that also demanded that I went up on my blue count, because one of the previous versions of Chane that we played had a bunch of like the free attacks, like Exude Confidence and the Lightning Strike and stuff like that. So I cut that out of this shell just to try something different.
What's the mulligan rules in this game? Okay, great.
That's the great. That's the neat part.
You know what?
You don't mulligan.
There is a mulligan rule. The Kraken's Aether Vein. I'm gonna Kraken's Aether Vein and do 1 arcane damage to you.
Okay, I will pay 1.
Okay.
To Arcane Barrier.
Damn. I get a Findall counter here. Damn, you got me. That's my turn. Arsenal. And draw. Draw. Okay, I am going to Shadow Puppetry. So the next attack action card gets +1, go again. If it hits, I can look at the top card of it, I can banish it. Instant. Channel Lake Frigid.
Okay.
So right. Cards and activated abilities cost opposing heroes an additional 1.
And you give me a Frostbite token, right?
I do.
When you play all this garbage. Alright. Okay. So, cards and activated abilities cost an additional 1. Okay. So, this Ghostly Visit is now going to cost me 3. So, I'll pay all of that. This Frostbite token is gone. Ghostly Visit's coming at you for 5. And, it has go again.
Okay. We'll defend.
Okay, so take 3.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the top card of my deck and I may banish this. I choose not to banish this. Alright, I think it's worth Rosetta Thorning here. I could Arsenal this, but I think it's worth Rosetta Thorning. I'll end up having to pay 2 for it, but I will attack you for 2 and 2.
Yeah, I'll do the 1 Arcane Barrier.
Okay.
Take 1 from that, and then 2 more damage coming in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and Kraken. Do 1 to you. Oh, you do have 1 mana for it. But does that cost you 1 more? Because the
Arcane Barrier is not a activated ability.
It's not an activated ability.
It's a trigger ability, I'm guessing.
Probably, yeah.
Somebody in chat might know the difference, but this doesn't have like colons on this, right?
That makes sense, yeah.
Or a dash. Yeah, that's got a colon once per turn, like a. So I think anything with like
yeah, I would agree with that. Okay, so I'll just take the 2 there.
Okay, that's that. This will go under. Unless you got any other instance.
Nope.
All right, I will draw 4. John Druitt says correct. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to play Timekeeper's Whim. Deal 3 arcane damage to opposing hero.
Right, so I've got a couple of options here. Okay, I'll Arcane Barrier 2 of it.
Take 1.
Yeah. With 1 floating.
That is my turn. I'll Arsenal. This gets a flow counter. And I do have an ice to put down, so it's hanging around.
Right, this will go under.
Man, Icelander is going to be insane.
I think she's gonna be pretty good.
She's going to be insane.
She's gonna be pretty good. Okay, start of my turn, the Soul Shackle. I didn't even need a Soul Shackle. This doesn't exist yet, right?
Okay.
Because that all worked last turn. All right, so this turn I will Soul Shackle. And instead of paying its mana cost, I'm gonna pitch this, and I'll get 1.
Does it still cost you 1?
It costs 1 more, but it says I may banish 1 more rather than pay its cost.
Okay. You're cheating.
No, I'm playing Chane.
Yeah, so yes.
But
it does not have go again, or does have go again?
Does have
because you use Chane.
Go agains because of the Soul Shackling.
So I'm gonna play Blizzard to make it lose go again unless you pay 2.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. No go again.
Come at you for 6.
We'll defend for 3.
Okay. Take.
I'll take 3.
There. I'll go to the Arsenal.
EOT.
Yeah, you got anything else?
I'm gonna pitch this Heart of Findal to Timekeeper's Whim you.
Yeah, I'll spend the 1.
Okay. So take 3. Or take 2. This goes on the bottom of the deck.
And you gain 1 from the Heart of Findal, right?
And I gain HPs from the heart. And then I'll use the Kraken. Maybe use the Kraken, or just keep this. The Kraken's free right now. You spent your mana. But I might.
No, technically I've got this in my hand.
Oh, it's in your hand. Okay, so I won't Kraken.
Okay.
I guess like making you not Arsenal a card is pretty good. It's like card for card, right? I'll keep it. Okay. So.
All right, I'll go over there.
A $300 hit point. It's totally worth it. This is gonna make the difference.
Okay.
Okay, that's my turn. Do get one here, and then I'll arsenal this. This does go away.
I took 1 blood debt on my turn.
Okay. Your turn.
All right, Channel Lake Fridge is gone. All right, so start of the action phase, I get some of the blood debts. Ghostly Visit is hit. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so if I chain, you have the opportunity to instant me. Okay, so I'm going to attack with Ghostly Visit. This is coming at you for 4.
We'll block for 3.
Okay. I am going to use the Spellbound Creepers. Now, John Druitt, correct me if I'm doing this wrong. Instant speed. Activate this only if you have attacked or defended with an attack action card. Yeah, so I have attacked. I can lead the charge at instant speed during this. This has go again on it. So I get the go again, and this says the next time I play an action card with cost 0 or greater, gain 1 action point.
Yeah, I believe that works.
So I have an action point from the lead the charge. And then...
Well, yeah. And then the next time you play when you get one.
I get another action point, yeah.
Okay.
So I will Shadow of Ursur. I don't have to worry about the go again because I have an action point left over from lead the charge. So this is coming at you for 2.
At 9. Okay. Do would just eat it. Yeah, I'll just take 2.
Okay, take 2. I actually wonder if it was correct to use my Shadow of Ursur to purge. I have another Shadow of Ursur in my hand. I wonder if it was correct to purge that because I'd have the go again and still have the other action point. I don't have another card with Blood Debt for the second Shadow of Ursur. Yeah, actually, so that was a learning experience there. I did this correctly, but then fucked this up. So I will Rosetta Thorn, I think, for 2 and 2.
I'll take the Arcane, and I'll defend.
Okay. All right, that's what I got.
Okay. I'm gonna Meritus Scolding to do 4.
All right, I will Arcane Barrier 2 of that.
Okay.
I have 1 floating, if that matters to you.
It does. Well, it doesn't. All right, I'm done.
Draw up my 3. Okay, so start. Oh, I could have chained. Oh man,
There's yeah.
Okay, Soul Shackle.
Maybe you're just bad at Chane.
Could
Maybe Runeblades aren't just face roll.
I still don't have evidence of that, but I'll be willing to admit I've messed up some Runeblade turns in my time. I'm a big enough man to admit that.
Runeblades are just bad. That's possible too. They rely too much on player skill.
This is actually the type of turn in which I like play wrong and I die to wizard spells. I feel like. Oh, this has a counter on it. This has an explodey counter. You prevented the arcane damage last time, or you took the arcane damage? Yeah, you said you took the arcane damage and blocked.
I took one of it, or I took that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just very sequence heavy, right? Like you have to do everything exactly correctly.
Very sequence heavy, which I don't mind so much, right? It's not like Viserai where you're just like, well, I got 5 rune chant tokens, I guess I'll attack. Or Briar at the height of Ball Lightning, right? Yeah. You're just like, I'll play Ball Lightning 3 times in a turn and then attack you with Rosetta Thorn. So the Plunder Run Ball Lightning. Major problem here. I don't have the resources in hand to stop some sort of offensive. Need reps. Yeah, tonight I feel like I've cleaned up the Chane reps more so than previous times I've played. All right, I'm gonna play Minnowism. I'm playing Minnowism.
We're channeling Prejudice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I get a Frostbite token.
Yeah.
Okay. So now everything sucks on my turn. So I wonder if I just attack you with Rosetta Thorn. Since I can't, playing versus Iceland. Yeah, I know. This feels like I'm playing Magic circa 22 years ago. Playing like some Turbo Land versus what was the other Shvi Malshewitz decks? Turbo Shvi. Or I just pass. I wonder if it's just pass. I think it's just pass. Pass.
My man's out here passing.
Yeah, I am. You figure it out.
He said pass.
I said pass. You trying to get me the stupid inflation over here. Last week, I could fuel my Rosetta Thorn for 1 mana. This week, it cost me 3 mana. Inflation. It's corporate greed, I'm telling you, is what's responsible for Rosetta Thorn costing 3 mana. Chat's gonna come in here and tell me
3 cards.
Chane were a hardworking, honest class. He would just pick himself up by his bootstraps.
That's true.
Just choose to have the resources to pay for Rosetta Thorn.
We gonna...
The Runeblades don't want to work anymore. Viserai doesn't even want to play Blitz anymore.
I'm gonna make a resource.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Stormstriders.
Okay. They're exploding.
They're dead. Gonna play Emeritus Scolding
for
6 damage.
Okay. I'll Arcane Barrier 2 of it.
Taking 4?
Yeah.
Alright. That's it.
Okay, I take 1 from my blood debt on this Howl from Beyond. And I'll draw 2.
My turn. I'm gonna pitch to Kraken's Aether Vein. 1 arcane damage. This is gone.
Yes, because it went away at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll spend the 1.
Okay.
Oh, my Spellbound Creepers exploded. My
I'm
creepers.
done. I do get the channel.
Me creepers. Alright, I'll Soul Shackle. More blood. No. Can't afford all these blood debts. I have too many debts. I took out a lot of blood debt to get into Runeblade school. I don't mind telling you. Just attack you at the Rosetta Thorn.
Pathetic.
This costs 1. That costs 2. I can't pay for anything. How am I? Justin's over here raising rent prices on me. Bought out all the real estate next to next to Lake Frigid.
You want to live in Lake Frigid? You gotta pay.
Right. I gotta get somewhere. I'm gonna attack you with Rosetta Thorn.
For 2?
For 2. I gotta get somewhere. It's a good thing I'm getting all these Ice Ledger reps.
Yeah, think about how much more oppressive she's gonna be with some of that shit that we've seen, right? I'm gonna shoot you with Kraken's Aether Vein.
Okay. Well, Arcane Barrier. Coming in for 2.
I can't. Okay. Well, I'll take the 2. I guess I can defend. I'll defend here. Might as well do that.
Okay.
Whilst I can. So I'll take 1.
Okay. Passing.
Alright.
I'll take 2 from Blood Debt.
Hell yeah. Can't keep the Frigid. Damn. I'm gonna attack you for 4 with his Winter's Grasp.
My god, I get to block. Block for 4.
Okay. Well, I'll be done.
Alright, Soul Shackle. Not a Blood Debt card. Fortunately. Okay, I am going to Belittle. I am going to pitch the other Belittle. I'm going to show you Rift Bind. So I'm going to go through my deck. for a minnowism. Okay. It's coming at you for 3.
It's gonna lose go again unless you pay 2.
You.
And I got you this frostbite token.
Some sort of perverse game to you. Some sort
Is
of
Isolander my favorite hero now?
This is some sick shit. You're gonna get us banned off of Twitch for this degenerate garbage that you're doing. I lose the game if I don't do something this turn with all this garbage, but I also can't I can't pay for all this. Who's gonna pay for this?
Corpa.
It's coming in for 3. Loses go again.
Okay.
Coming in for 3.
I'm gonna sink below.
Well, this is cold on it. Yeah, there's actual ice mages over here.
And defend 4.
Okay. You got anything else? Passing. I take 2 blood debt.
Oh baby.
And draw 2.
Look at that. You're at 5?
Yeah. I've taken like 7 damage from blood debt or something. Because every time I've tried to take a turn, there's been ice everywhere. You let the freezer door open.
Some frosty shit.
You've produced more ice in this game than the fridge has. Because our ice maker's broken, by the way. It's been broken for months.
Blame Samsung fridges. They're terrible. I don't have the patience to chip the ice maker out anymore. It is not under warranty, so
I'm gonna
exude
die.
confidence.
I'm gonna die this thing.
When it isn't defended by a card with equal or greater attack, the defending hero can't play it or activate instance or defense reactions to this combat chain.
Oh, okay, so I can defend with stuff here.
Yeah.
I am going to defend for 4.
Okay. That's it. I am done. Arsenal.
Alright, Soul Shadow. It's a blood debt card. Alright. I am going to play Sting of Sorcery. I am going to use Chane. I don't have to use Chane yet. Don't have to use Chane. Gonna use Shadows of Ursa. And I'm gonna banish this card with Blood Debt. To give it a go again.
I'm going to Kraken's Aether Vein.
To do 1 to me?
Yeah.
Take the 1.
Oh my god. I'll draw a card.
Sure. It's gonna so arcane damage is coming in for 1, and then this is coming at you for 2. Icelander is punishing every deck wants to cut blues. Yeah, I'm even playing more blues than like a regular than the average chain deck would.
So Arcane Barrier, the 1. And I'll block 3.
Okay. I am going to chain and attack with Unhallowed Rites. I have 2 remaining. So this is coming at you for 4, and I could put something on the bottom. I don't even know if I have anything to put on the bottom. I don't. So, yeah, it's attacking you for 4.
Defend for 3.
Okay, take 1. Oh, and 1 arcane damage from the Sting of Sorcery. I think that may matter a lot here.
I will block that.
Okay. I will Rosetta Thorn. Come
2 and 2.
Yeah, 2 and 2.
Spell barrier. Do I barrier or barrier? No, I have 1 barrier now. I had my arcane barrier 2 before, but I don't. So I'll barrier 1. Take 1. 2 damage.
Coming in for 2.
Break the tunic. I think I just defend with this card.
Okay. I take 2 blood debt.
Okay.
I'm dead here.
Okay.
That explodes. This goes under. And I'll draw 4.
That's my turn.
Okay. Soul Shackles. Oh god. I'm getting punished for these Hell from Beyonds. I hit 3.
They're so expensive.
I hit 3 of the 4.
Yeah.
I mean, like I'm playing them for I'm playing the blue ones
for the pitch. Yeah.
So, and I felt like if I would upped the count of blues in the deck total, then I could afford that and then like a 1-cost attack to go with it. So, but yeah, I'm an idiot. I'm going to play Moravian Skies.
In response.
You kill me. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it, bro. It's a joke. It's a prank, bro.
It's just a prank.
It's just a prank, bro. Yeah.
We're gonna.
He's only canceling 10k of my blood debt.
We're gonna Baltic Bolt.
I'm 60k in blood debt right now.
With +1.
I only have 2 arcane barriers.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Also gain 3 life.
Okay.
LOL. Instinct below.
Okay. Chane. Garbage.
Trash.
Why is Seeds of Agony banned?
Unban Seeds now.
Because if all of those were Seeds of Agony, I'd be winning the crap out of this. Well, never playing Chane again. This character sucks. Certainly wasn't pilot error. Certainly wasn't.
Imagine dying because Biden didn't cancel your blood debt. This is real life. This is too real.
Man, Uprising cannot come out fast enough, in my opinion. I feel like we've mastered the game.
I do agree that.
I feel like I think this is like the problem with
TCGs,
with traditional TCGs, is that
there's a finite amount of content.
Yeah, because we need some, because like at some point, because I don't even know if we have all the cards we need for Classic Constructed, right?
We don't. I mean, we're missing like Majestics, and
yeah,
we have all the gear, right? But like.
Yeah,
we can maybe make. We had like all the stuff for Viserai.
Yeah,
we had all the stuff for Kano.
Yeah,
Kano.
Well, they're fine in CC, right? They're not touched to Classic Constructed. I don't think.
I guess you're right. You're right.
I think they're fine for Classic Constructed.
But do I want to play those decks in Classic Constructed?
It was like Starvo. Yeah, I can't imagine playing.
We don't have Starvo because we don't have the equipment. We could obviously.
Right, we don't have the Guardian equipment.
We might have the stuff.
Wasn't Seeds? I thought Seeds was suspended. Was Seeds not suspended? What was
Awakening was
banned. Awakening was banned.
Yeah.
Awakening was banned in this as well.
Right.
It was banned in both formats, right?
Yeah. No, we
need to come up with something for Flesh and Blood.
We might have enough to make a couple
Yeah.
CC decks. I mean, it is about time we try.
The Dorinthia decks will be...
Seeds is fine.
Dorinthia Rhinar deck will be out in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
So we'll probably play that on stream at least once.
I mean, once, and I think like once Soulforge comes out, it might be our Wednesday nights for a while.
Oh yeah, I can see
Soulforge
that.
is the end of the month.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Buy singles.
I bought so many singles. I can't
I was telling this guy, I met 3 different people that all had the libraries we could have traded for.
You can still trade for it. We don't have one.
We could trade them.
You still have the power.
We could have traded.
Use the power of the singles that I bought to trade for a library because we have.
I traded away all of our. Stormstriders are like.
We got grasps. We got extra Stormstriders. We got extra Arcanite Skullcap. I mean, we got extra stuff. We have 2 Findal Spring Tunic, but I kind of like having 2 Findal Spring Tunics.
Well, and there's there's going to be a pre-release at our store.
That'll be a good trade time.
Which will be fun, I think. One, just because experiencing... We have been playing catch-up this whole time, right?
Now we can start at the same level.
We'll come in the Wednesday after the pre-release, and I'm going to tell you how to win your release events. Because I'll have all the strats by that point.
Play Icelander.
Yeah, well, we talked about some in the Discord, but I honestly have no idea how you balance the set for limited. Because 2 of the characters will likely have cards that they can use with each other, but Icelander's off all by herself, so I have no idea how drafts are going to work, right?
It's really weird.
So, but maybe there's a large amount of generics in the set. But how do you balance generics
with every other card in the game?
With
every
ice
hero in the game
faction,
also?
Right? It's possible Icelander in this set, her like class cards are just ice cards. I don't know. There's a lot of unknown still, right?
Maybe there's no like wizard cards that we're saying.
Yeah. There's not like new wizard attacks.
I could see that.
But it's just so you've got illusionist ninja ice in half the pack, and then the other half of the pack is generic stuff, right? I don't know.
You trying to tell me Icelander doesn't want base generic attacks when I'm playing like 6 of them in this deck right here?
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that maybe there's stuff that's just like based off of talents.
Yeah.
Or maybe,
but she's elemental. She is elemental. Okay.
There could. I mean, there are things that we may not have considered yet, right? Because of like the way Draconic works.
I also don't. We don't know how to predict.
We don't know how the the dragon allies work because they don't have the same text. One, they've got rarities. They're not like the tokens.
They don't have a cost.
They don't have a cost, and they don't have any action on them. So yeah, there's a lot of
that might
unknown.
Be like a weapon of one of the characters or something, right?
Well, yeah, it could be like
they have their ability.
You may have a weapon that you put an ally, because the way the flavor said this is that she's conjuring the dragons out of aether.
Yeah. So the weapon could be like conjuring and sending the demons.
Yeah, you're like firing a dragon at someone. So, somebody had mentioned pets and stuff like that. Maybe up the possibility of like a necromancer class or something like that, which would be kind of cool. Since allies do exist, it would be neat to be like somebody who summons like skeletons to attack with them, right? You summon like larger and larger skeletons, and you summon like zombies to attack. Like that would be kind of neat. Like I think there's room for extra classes. My major problem is that I feel like there's so much you could do with this game, but you can't get enough of it out at all in the same year, right?
So then you have balance problems for a while.
Yeah, because
every time you release something.
Like Tales of Aria is a pretty good example of that, right? Where you're not introducing any new classes, but you did introduce new talents. And so, like, Oldham can run basically everything Bravo could run.
Plus extras.
But his specializations, but also these new cards, right? And then you release Starvo, which is basically just annihilates Oldham from the meta, more or less.
It's like everything Oldham can play except his specialization, which is like
more cards, because he can also play lightning cards, right? So,
and Bravo's specializations. He has more specializations than Oldham.
Yeah.
So just like so much more stuff. I mean, you had to know that card was insane.
Yeah, so maybe there are cards. So another possibility is that illusionists and wizards have something that they could share. So the set is Draconic, which the ninja and the illusionist share. Some sort of spell thing that the illusionist and wizard share, and then I have no idea what the wizard and the ninja share, but maybe there's something that they can share, right?
That's the ideal. That's what you would
because
want.
that's what happened with Arya, right? Because you had ice, earth, lightning. Two characters use, or each character uses two of them, and so you've got overlap.
But they might just be playing with their formula, you know. I mean, like Arya wasn't matching the formula of Monarch.
Right.
And Monarch didn't match the formula of Arcane Rising.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I will say I had a lot of fun with the Monarch draft. It was very interesting. Now, we only had a table of 4, so everybody just kind of like picked what they were going to play early and went with it. But because I just like off the bat, I had never met these people, but I was like, there's 0% chance they want to play Levia. So I just was like, I'm going all in Levia. That way I could focus on drafting like the 6 power cards. I was just like first picking those. Because the Dread Reveler, I think it's Dread Reveler, is blue and has 6 power on it. So I was like slamming that early just to make sure I could afford everything. Zealous Belting, because we had played Commoner. I saw Zealous Belting. I was like, I'm taking this shit because
you know it's insane.
Yeah. There were several times where so there were a number of turns where it was like Zealous Belting into a Levia attack.
That's like so much damage.
I was swinging like 11 damage in a turn, so
pretty good.
Kind of have to pick and hope for the best. Yeah. Well, you could you could also prioritize. You can prioritize the cards that you know will fit into any deck, right? That's the thing with Monarch, at least, is it had some number of generic cards. And it had light cards and shadow cards, right? So you had a decent variety of stuff to select.
You're picking from like at least half the pack.
Yeah.
In the pack you open, right?
Yeah.
Probably more than that.
And when we've done the Arya drafts, Arya was the same way. Arya is a really cool to draft because you're trying to like read the pack, right? I would like the first pack. I like focus on the first couple of picks, just picking one like Earth. You know, it's like pick Earth, stack like 4 or 5 Earth cards. It almost doesn't matter how good they are. It's just like have
consistent
a base to pull from.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, that's it.
We're done here.
Sunday Keyforge.
I actually can't wait to draft Uprising. Like I think that would be really neat. Yeah, because we can come on here. We'll have. I personally enjoy limited Flesh and Blood. Probably 50% more than I like Constructed.
I mean, I would say that about like every TCG I've ever played.
Yeah, I think there were games like Destiny where I think Constructed Destiny was more fun than like Limited Destiny. But Limited Destiny
it was like I hate TCGs where you have to like have stuff to make.
Yeah,
because Destiny you had like the draft pack, which was like a bunch of
and that's the problem with a lot of the FFG games is that they've had like a draft pack so that you could even
because Game of Thrones had the same thing.
Yeah, because the decks just wouldn't function without them, right?
Yeah.
But I've always loved Magic Draft over Constructed Magic most of the time.
Oh, all the time. Constructed gets me interested. I'll play a deck like 10 times and I'm like, I'm bored now.
Right.
And it's the same thing. We're kind of sitting here. It's experiencing with Flesh and Blood. Is like we played most of these decks. 5 or 6
we have
times.
An idea of how the matchup goes. We're not grinding out. You can swap out like 3 or 4. You can swap out like 3 or 4 cards, and the deck's still going to function largely the same.
Yeah, turn to turn, it's like you know what you're looking for.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
All right,
that's it though. So if by some miracle we do get all the decks by Saturday or by Sunday, for the viewer G1, then we'll start that. But other than that, we'll probably just do more sealed. Yeah. And we probably will have them all by the next week.
Yeah, and we haven't heard anything about sorcery yet, right? So
no, we don't know.
Nothing about sorcery. Still working on it.
I mean,
I'm in no hurry, right? Yeah. No hurry. Sorcery. To me, sorcery is going to be a sumptuous feast.
Sorcery is a fine wine.
Sorcery is going to be an 11-course meal.
I wouldn't even expect us to sorcery stream every week.
Yeah, that's true.
It comes out.
Well, yeah.
It might be like a once a month thing because it's going to be the same set of a TCG for a year, right? We'll probably do a lot of skill. We'll do like some constructed, and then we'll like come back every once in a while to play it. It's like sorcery is the it's premier content. Right?
Yeah, it's good
premier
stuff.
So all right, thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Goodbye.
See you Sunday.